Hey T Squad, it's me Keisha, and I'm here with this week's All Tea All Shade Real Housewives of New York City Season 15, Episode 15 review. So last night's episode was the season finale episode, and baby, did they go out with a bang. This was a very dark episode, very problematic episode. I had a visceral reaction when watching it. I have a lot to say. I'm still very awestruck about everything that was said and done on the episode. Like, I'm still gobsmacked. I will put the season finale episode of Rhony up there with what Phaedra did to Candy that one season. It's on the same level of craziness. 1000%. But let's get into it. So first, the ladies deal with Cy and Jessel and Aaron lying on Cy and Brynn when she basically made it seem like they were the only ones out there talking about Jessel. And somehow Aaron was able to weasel her way out of it. That little tadpole is a slick one. Because she was able to really weasel her way out of that and make Jessel look like she was trying to like stir up mess. And that wasn't the case at all. But she goes on to say, I was telling you that your husband needs to apologize for her for calling her a bipolar B or whatever. And Cy goes on to say that, he probably didn't even speak to her at her birthday party, and Jessel was like, I've told him that he needs to speak to you, but I can't make him do something that he doesn't want to do. And Cy gets emotional and was like, there was a lot on me because, my mother was bipolar. And so for somebody to then say that about me, that is very triggering. But at the end of the day, Cy, you also need to realize that you put the wheels in motion for him to say that about you. When you accuse this man of cheating on his wife when he goes on these trips to go do food tours or whatever that he does. And he didn't know that your mother was bipolar when he said it. If y'all wouldn't have been on there talking about this man cheating on his wife, then none of that would have ever been said. So it's just like, you need to take accountability for your part, and you can't get mad at him for how he responded to something that you said and did. Y'all need to learn how to stop gossiping so much. That's the issue with that. But like she said, her and Jessel are good. They're in a good place. She doesn't hold any of this against Jessel, which she shouldn't anyway. Now that we got that out the way, let's get to the real deal Holyfield. All the ladies are in the room together, and Brynn continues to say that Ubah said that she sucked Peter Wheaters to get on the show, to get this job. Ubah comes in the room, was like, I didn't say that. She is the one that said that. Roll the tape. Producers go back to when they were in the hot tub, and Brynn said verbatim, should I suck a D while I take a nap? She's the one that said it. And then Ubah responded. She was like, I never said that. But of course, Brynn likes to take things and twist it around and make it seem like you said it. And she's so believable because she's, loud and crying and turning red and looking like Pippi Longstocking. And everybody's just like, oh, poor little biracial Brynn. Oh, whoa, 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 look at your baby. No. So Brynn was like, I slept with someone. I sucked the D to get a job. She keeps on repeating it like that's what was said. And that's not what was said. And like Ubah said, no, I said maybe you slept with someone to get this job. It's semantics because whatever you're saying is still implying that she did something nefarious to get this job. But when she said it in, a slick way. They were going back and forth. Once again, Brynn was antagonizing her when they were in the Sprinter van heading to go to dinner that night, telling her to turn off the light while she was putting on her makeup, bothering her once again. But Brynn likes to spin it like somebody did something to her. And so all the girls are saying, Ubah, you can't say that. You can't call her a whore, and you can't say that you can't say that she slept with somebody. And Ubah is like, I didn't say these things. I said maybe as far as she slept with somebody to get this job, but the D part, I never said that. I never said that, And Brynn likes to do this thing where she baits you into having an argument with her. Please tell me how I sucked the D. Please tell me how I slept my way. Please, I live for this. I love this. Please tell me. And then when somebody cusses her out, what does she do? I worked my butt off to get this job. Why can't a black woman work hard and be respected? Black women have to work so hard. And I can't believe she said that. All of a sudden now it's the black woman this, the black woman that. Girl, if you don't get somewhere and sit down with that, weaponizing your blackness when it suits you. I was so flabbergasted. So flabbergasted. Because Brynn, when the world looks at you, they don't look at you and say, black woman. They don't. They don't. They wonder, I wonder what she's mixed with, because you're not just a white passing person. It's obvious you got something in you. But the world does not look at you and say, black. They say, I wonder, is she mixed? But nobody just looks at you and say black. So I don't think that you went through life having to struggle because of your blackness. You probably had to struggle because of your poorness and the way that you grew up, because you didn't have the opportunities that everybody else may have had. But girl, to sit up here and try to throw your blackness in there, you need to have several seats, because nobody believes you, ma'am. Nobody believes you. And I could not believe she threw that out there. And of course, Raquel and Jenna and Aaron are all rallying around her, hugging her, babying her. And at this point, Raquel is siding with Brynn, because she was like, I've been there because of, I'm, a woman of color, and having to work hard and have people, discriminate against you because you're pretty and all of this stuff. And I'm looking at Raquel like, your soft ass needs to get somewhere and go sit down, because if you can't tell that this lady is playing upon y'all emotions, you're an idiot, okay? An idiot. And she was really pissing me off. So at this point, like I said, Ubah has left the room. She's in the room with Jessel and Sai, and they're trying to talk to her. And Brynn is in the room with Jenna, Aaron, and Raquel. And she's crying. Telling me I'm in support groups for sexual assault. And Ubah knows this. And they like, what? She was like, yeah. Before BravoCon, I called Ubah and said, I was effing raped, and Ubah knows this. She knows this. And to say that I sucked to get a job, that's what you do to me? I said, no, this girl ain't. No, she ain't, Jesus. And Jesus was like, yes, she is. And I said, devil be a liar. I was like, this girl not only just weaponized her blackness, but now she's weaponizing sexual assault against this girl. I still can't believe what I saw. So now all the ladies in the room is like, I can't believe Ubah would say something like that knowing this. Oh my God, like, really? Once again, they all hugging Brynn, babying Brynn, believing Brynn. Everybody is like stunned and shocked. Stunned and shocked, okay? So they decide to go and eat, but it's still very heated. There's still a lot of tension. Things are being said. So they decide to, look, let's just go to bed and try again tomorrow. So as everybody's getting demiked and going into their rooms. Jessel goes into I'm sorry. Jessel was in the room with them. My bad. Jessel was in the room with Brynn and them. So Jessel goes into Ubah's room, as she should have, and tells her what Brynn said. And next thing you know, you hear Ubah scream at the top of her lungs and was like, what? This bitch. Like, she was going crazy. And my thing is, I can't believe none of y'all other heifers went and told her what was said. Y'all were just gonna leave that there? Because if Jessel wouldn't have said nothing, that heifer would have had them women and the world thinking that this lady really tried to use something of that magnitude against her to hurt her. And Ubah would have been villainized. She would have been continued to be labeled the angry black woman, disgusting, vile, all the things that we're saying about Brynn Whitfield. This lady is truly psychotic. And I've been saying this for episodes now. For episodes, that lady need help. I wasn't just joking. That girl is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. So Ubah is crying because she was like, you can't believe a person would do that to you. Like, this is beyond reality TV fodder and, drama. Now you're attacking me as a person, my morals, my integrity. Like, what is wrong with you? This is my life that you're talking about here. This could ruin her outside of this show. Job opportunities and everything else. Like, what is wrong with you? So Ubah gets up and was like, did you tell them that I knew that you were great? Brynn just sitting there looking stupid. Just sitting there looking stupid. And everybody is trying to calm Ubah down because Ubah is like, you bitch, I can't believe you did something. Like, why would you lie on me like that? What is wrong with you? Production is trying to calm Ubah down, but of course she cannot be calmed down because nobody would be calm in a moment like this. So all the other women are just frantic because they don't know what is happening. Like, they just caught off guard because everybody was about to go to bed. Ubah went up into Jenna's face and was like, please tell me you do not believe that. Like, I would never do that. I would never. She put it on Allah and everything. So at that point, Jenna was like, yeah, she didn't do it. She did not say that. She did not know anything about that. No, she did not know anything about it. This girl gotta be lying. She gotta be lying. And like I said, Ubah is so riled up that they have to remove her from the house that night. And Jessel goes with her. And this made me love Jessel even more. That she was ride or for Ubah. And I'm mad that Sai didn't go with her. Aaron, who's supposed to be her bestie, didn't go with her. And that's why I keep on saying, Aaron ain't your friend, girl. I hope she sees that. I really hope that she sees that Aaron is not a friend to her. Aaron turns her back on her every chance she gets. She believes the worst of Ubah. Every time. And then she'll come back, I love you, friend. And girl, fuck off. Fuck you. Please. F you. So the remaining women at the house are all in the room. And Sai says to Brynn, did Ubah in fact know? Brynn says in front of them, come to think of it, maybe she didn't clock it. So all of them are looking like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So you didn't accuse this girl of something so heinous, and now it's, oh, well, maybe she didn't know. Maybe she didn't catch it. Are you okay, ho? What? So now all of them are looking like, we are in the house with Hands That Rocks the Cradle. This girl is cuckoo. They said she left the room, came back in, like trying to test the waters to see how everybody was feeling, talking baby talk and doing all that weirdo stuff she be doing. They go to bed. The next morning, she's up talking to producers, happy go lucky, like nothing ever happened. And everybody is looking like, oh, she crazy. Oh, yeah, she is. And so now she has decided that she's going to go home early. She's done. She wanted to go home the night before, but she couldn't. And yeah, you should have been went home. But she wanted to go home because she knew she did it. She stuck her foot in the mud and she could not get out. And she leaves early. The other ladies are still there, but producers have decided to cut the trip short. Ubah and Jessel come back to the house. Ubah is a wreck still. A wreck. Because she's fearful of what her boyfriend is going to think of all of this. Like, is he going to believe what Brynn is saying? Is that going to make him look at her differently? And we'll get to that in a second. But all of the women was like, we believe you. And they tell her what Brynn said. And she was like, I'm telling y'all, she did not tell me that. And they were like, we believe you. We believe you. But you could tell Ubah was hurt that they didn't initially ride for her, except for Jessel. And so 5 days later, back in New York, they got to do their openers for the show. And they got to do, they holding the apple and all of that type of stuff. And everybody is on edge with what happened. Ubah arrives and she like, I'm good. Like, I don't even care. Like, not she don't care, but she was like, I just told producers, make sure she don't say nothing to me. Just keep us apart from each other. That's all I ask, And she was just like, I had to pray about this and let it go. Because if I let this consume me, it's going to be a wrap. Brynn arrives late, 30 minutes before it's time for them to hit the soundstage. And when they all have to do the cast opener together, she's on one end and Ubah's on the other end. And in her confessional, she's crying, talking about Ubah seems fine. And all the girls, all they're concerned about is their hair and makeup. And I'm sitting here a wreck. And it just makes me realize that none of these girls give a F. None of them care about me. And I said, this heifer really trying to make this about her? She really is trying to make this about her. Like, she was done wrong. Y'all, I almost threw my phone at the TV. Child. Her and Phaedra are on the same playing field when it comes to crazy. The same playing field. Okay? She is an absolute terrorist of a person. Like, she needs Jesus. She really does. And then to see that she's going to go to the reunion with this same energy, you crazy then. You know that you're crazy. Like Jessel is going to confront her at the reunion about lying to the girls and saying that she said that her ex was the love of her life. Like, you playing with people's marriages, girl. Jessel literally said that Pavitt didn't believe her when she was saying it wasn't true. Like, you're playing with people's lives. I don't know, because she ain't got no family, no loved ones for real outside of her brother, that it don't really affect her or something. But like, girl, what is wrong with you? Brynn needs to go. This needs to be her last season, because what she did was literally on the same level of what Phaedra did to Candy. That is unforgivable. I could not film with her moving forward. Never. We will never be friends again after you do some shit like that to me. I don't want you nowhere around. That's a dangerous woman there. She's dangerous. She's the type that will lie on somebody and say that they raped her and they didn't even do it. Didn't even do it. And she's so crazy that it makes me wonder, was she really raped? Because she warps her brain into thinking that these things that she say are real. So you can't even believe her. And I want to believe her, but you can't. Judging on her past. Like this whole season and even last season, the girl just been lying, and the lies got worse and worse and worse and worse. And I just don't understand why she made Ubah her target. What I do, because I said it. I feel like she went after Ubah because her and Ubah were the single girls on the show. Everybody else had a man in the family except for them. Now Ubah got the man, a rich man at that, who she's trying to start a family with. And here go Brynn, lonely Brynn. I think that she was 1000% jealous of Ubah and her relationship with this man, and she wanted to ruin it. Because I think Brynn was looking at the situation like, how she get him? Why is it not me? I 100% feel that way. And for the rest of them heifers, ain't no way she'll be around my man, my children, my business. Because the lies that she tell, no. She needs extensive therapy. She needs shock therapy. She's nuts. And season 1, season 2, Brynn, like now that I think about it, the seeds was already planted season 1, but she was so cute and fun and all of that that we kind of looked past her antics. But season 2, we really got to see the real Brynn. And it's always like that with the Housewives. Always like that. Season 1, they play it, safe. And then season 2, they really start being their real self. And we really get to see who they are. And baby, I don't like what I saw. No. That was gut-wrenching to watch. It really, truly was. I was sick to my stomach. Mouth agape the whole time because I could not believe what I was seeing. It was like watching a Karen in action. I feel so bad for Ubah that she was picked on, antagonized this whole season, lied on. Like, do y'all know what this could have been if Jessel never said anything to this girl? And it was just left at that. I feel so bad for Ubah. I feel so bad for her. She is justified with everything that she said to that heifer this whole season. Because Brynn, like I've been saying, lives in a make-believe world. Like I said, her and Mimi played make-believe so much that she does not understand reality versus her imaginative world. She don't. She don't. And that is a mental problem that she needs to go and get evaluated. And who was that clocked it? I think it was Sai that clocked it on this episode where she said that she lives in this imaginary world, like this make-believe world. She needs help. She needs help. Very much so. Woo, child. I'm ready for this reunion. Overall, I'm going to give the season in itself, I'm going to give this season a C+. What saved it, of course, was these last 3 episodes. Ubah and Brynn, unfortunately, were the standouts. I say unfortunately because Ubah had to stand out because she was being antagonized and low-key bullied by this girl. But the other ladies were really blah. They didn't really bring nothing to the table this season. If this cast does come back, it needs to be some shakeups. Some people need to go. Some people need to come on. Brynn most definitely needs to be fired. I do not want to see her back next season because she is despicable. She is disgusting, and behavior like that should not be tolerated. Not be tolerated, because this is something that really could have ruined this woman's life. That ain't nothing to play around with, and you should not be rewarded for this type of behavior. And I hope Bravo takes heed. I really do. I really do. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about the season finale. Let's talk about it. Please make sure to thumbs up this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on your post notifications so you know when my videos drop. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.